Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to Spinistry Chat. Going to do a quickie overview of our Shelby Winter Wonderland routes. Pretty straightforward stuff. Sorry for the delay in getting this out. We actually had an unexpected trip to the hospital yesterday that kind of threw our timing off on things. Nothing bad there, but it was just an unexpected trip for some more tests and blood work that wasn't in the schedule originally. So we kind of got thrown out of kilter from that point on. Jan's procedure did get done on time this morning and went smoothly and as expected. She is back at the house and a little loopy coming off the anesthesia at the moment, and there's definitely no doubt I made the right call. There's no way I would have been able to make it down tomorrow for anything. But for those of you that are going out and going to ride the routes tomorrow on a group ride, I just want to give a quick overview of the layout of the routes, how they work together, and what they're really good routes. I was down there Tuesday, scouted them out. It was a good thing we scouted. We did have to make actually some major alterations to things. We had a major road closure. Anybody that's done our Shelby rides in the past, our key feature is that Willow Springs old trestle bridge. That road is closed from both ends right now, and that was a major part of the route. It's been a major part of the route in the past. We're not able to use it now, so I did have to redo some things. It's not a bad thing. It's just different, sort of thing. But if you're looking to get in some good gravel, these are some really good routes. We'll come back with the full-blown event somewhere down the road. I still haven't spoken with the Harmony Hall folks to see what dates are available with them that line up with the openings in our schedule. Hopefully we'll have that nailed down. But, again, we'll make this as quick as possible. I'll do an overview of the routes here and how they're all interconnected together. And then we'll kind of look at each one individually and see where the water table will be and so forth. So here's all with each other as possible. The 40 miler has a little deviation here. This is where the 55 miler cuts itself short from the 70 something miler, 71 miler, I think it works out to. But that is all the routes and how they're linked together. And I'll hover over each, starting with the short 35 mile in black. That's the 35-mile route there. Now in black is the 45-mile route. Now in black is the 55-mile route. And then the 71-ish mile route there. All of the routes will go by a water table, and I'll show what the mileage is to that water table. Everything will be staging from the Harmony Hall in Shelby. We'll zoom in on that momentarily. But please do start no later than 9 a.m. And I don't think Foster will be there before, definitely not before 8, might not be before 8:30. He'll open up Harmony Hall at that point so you can use the restroom and whatever else. But do be on the road no later than 9 so that everybody gets back at a decent time so he can lock up the hall and go pick up the water table after everyone is done. But it is self-navigated, technically self-supported. We will have a water table on each of the routes. And here's the water table. It's the same spot for all the routes. So on the 35 miler, it's at about mile 19.7. On the 45 miler, it's about 30 miles in, so prepare accordingly. The 55 miler, the water table itself is almost 40 miles in, but you do go through the town of Industry, and there is a grocery store there with lots of good stuff, and you go by that twice at around mile 22 and around mile 30-ish, and then the water table. The 71 miler does the same thing. It goes through industry twice, once at about mile 22, then at about mile 47, and then at mile 57, you will go by the water table at that point. The roads are in really good shape. There is a chance for a little bit of rain tomorrow. It looked like low amounts if it does rain. I wasn't seeing anything that looked like flooding amounts. All of these roads will handle wet very well. And actually, a little bit of rain on these roads will probably make them perfect. There were some stretches that had newer chunk gravel on them, but there were some other stretches that were, smooth as pavement. So it's a little mixture of everything. Very pretty out there. Uh, Middle of January, Winter Wonderland's what we call the ride, and the weather's been fantastic. So lots of it was still green and very pretty. The roads themselves, if you've ridden our Winter Wonderland roads before, I guess it's been wet down there this year. The maintenance is different or whatever else, but the grass is kind of growing in from the sides. So a lot of these roads that were traditionally, two full lanes wide and big ditches, they're kind of down to a lane and a half, a little bit windier, a little bit more rustic. Gives them a little bit different flavor from what we're used to, but they're really fun routes. I enjoy scouting it the way it put together. The 71 miler, we've got some new stuff up here towards the northeast that is switched things up, because some of this stuff that we used to use down towards the southeast is all paved over now. So we found some new dirt roads up here. And again, this Willow Springs, Wreck Hill area that we traditionally go into with the Willow Springs road closure, the bridge closure, we had to reroute up here. When we come back and do the real event, depends on if that Willow Springs Bridge Road is open again by then or not. I don't know what the timeline might be. But if it's not, we may do these same routes, but in reverse. And I think that might work out. Those of you that aren't familiar with Harmony Hall and the layout, we'll go to satellite view here and zoom in there. I'm going to give it a few seconds because sometimes when I do that, it cuts the audio out. So this is Harmony Hall, big grass parking area here. This is a covered patio area, and this is the hall access from the parking lot that we traditionally have, and the restrooms will be available there. Everybody can park here, and it's pretty straightforward. I'm really sorry I'm missing it. This is one of my favorite rides of the year. It's a really unique area. There's some fantastic history out there. The roads are fantastic. It's a fun ride. It's not particularly hard. There's a little bit of elevation change in the mix, but nothing really drastic. But it's not flat and boring either. It's a really cool mix of roads in a really pretty and historic area. So if you're looking to get a good gravel ride in, head on out there, enjoy the routes. We'll do the full-blown event with the marked routes and after party and chip timing and awards and all that as soon as we can. Thank you to everyone for all your well wishes and kind words and everything. Like I said, Jan's doing really well. We're happy with everything. I guess we have some more test results coming back next week after they got everything out, and they're going to do the full pathology. But at this point, the doctor doesn't seem to think that there's any likelihood of cancer. But until you know for sure, you don't know for sure, sort of thing. So we're going to sign off for now. Download this, re-upload to YouTube so everybody can see it. And y'all go out there and have fun. And we'll keep you in the loop as things update.